morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever in the world you may be. My name is Joe Davis and I am an 18-year-old multi-instrumentalist musician. About a month or so ago, I did a takeover of the Berklee College Instagram page, and there were a lot of questions that were asked during my takeover. I only had time to answer 5. There was a bit more than 5. So I'm here to answer all of the questions, if not most of the questions. So let's get straight to it. So there are some questions from the direct messages as well as from, the regular question sticker thingy on Instagram. So I'm gonna go to the DMs first and then I'm gonna answer the questions from the sticker. First question, iconic. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. Second question, we move, baby. Yes, we move. Third question, hi, my question is, what's your favorite instrument and why? Only choose one if possible. Sweet God. Okay, this is hard. It depends on the situation. So for live playing, bass. 1 bajillion% bass. For just jamming and just vibing, it's between bass and piano. And yeah. It's between bass and piano. It's between bass and piano. I can't pick one. I sincerely apologize. I've been playing piano for 13 years and then bass for so I sincerely apologize. You guys are so lucky to have this kiddo in the class of 2025. I predict a Grammy before he's 25. Pure genius. Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. So, how are you live and bleeping at the same time, Joe? So I wasn't live. Those were all pre-recorded videos. Well, okay. The first part of the takeover, which was like me walking down and doing the thing and in my room and the nice lighting and everything. Well, everything was nice lighting, but like with the original lighting and stuff in my room. That was pre-recorded like days in advance. But then the stuff that I did on the day with the questions and stuff, that was all recorded then and edited then. So like I basically cleared my schedule for the entire day and I just said, okay, I need to clear this off for the takeover. I would get questions and then I'd basically wait until I had a decent amount, pick the best 5, and then record just like I'm recording now. But then I'd go into the editing bay and then I'd like edit the questions and yeah. So it wasn't live, but it was like I was doing it in real time, if that made sense. So thank you for your question. Now we're gonna go to the sticker questions. So I'm gonna start with a question from Sebastian. How do you stay so slick? Well, it's in my blood, I don't know, it's just something that comes. I'm so sorry. I sincerely apologize. I'm gonna stop. If you haven't seen the questions that I've answered already, check my Instagram IGTV and everything will be there. All of the questions and the entire takeover is on my IGTV as well as YouTube soon. So it will be out by the time this is out. So yeah, go check that when I say I've answered the question already. How did you learn so many instruments? Boredom. Best way to learn an instrument. Practice. So I started out with piano and I've been playing piano now for 13 years and I took up bass, euphonium, trumpet and stuff, then drums and stuff like on the way. But literally I learned bass on an architectural ruler and I'm being dead serious, like one of these. So you can really once you have a passion for something, just try it. Just fool around and mess around and then you'll end up making some really, really cool stuff. But make sure you practice because practice without I don't know what that saying is. Practice, yeah. How did my audition go? It was actually pretty cool. I did an original piece called All I Need. By the way, today, September 1st, I don't know if I'm gonna release this video today. Well, that's the answer to that question. But September 1st is the anniversary of All I Need. It came out a year ago today, so that's cool. I also released an EP on Friday, and it is now it's Wednesday. Blimey. Okay. Well, I released an EP last week, so that's cool.
If you've had enough, know that you can run to me, come to me, come to me. I'm sick and tired of playing the waiting game for you to see that everything you are is everything I ever need. I've been waiting too long inside your prison cell, and I can't take much more. Break you from your chains. Give it to me 3 times.
Patience Heals All Wounds. Find it out now on all streaming platforms. That's Apple Music, Spotify, etc., etc. So yeah, vibes. Okay, so I did an original called All I Need, and I basically like jumped from instrument to instrument to instrument in the audition. Here is a small, or I'm gonna kind of chop this up, but this is a small excerpt of like what I did.
If only I could make you love me the way that I do, then you will see.
And then for my interview, I was just myself. I just tried to be myself as much as possible, cracked a few jokes here and there. And yeah, just like make sure you show them who you are authentically, because they want to know who you are so that they can like, that's like the way that they assess you. They don't try to like give them what you think they would enjoy. Like they want to see you for you, and just bring your best self to the table, and they will appreciate that and they will take that into consideration. So yeah, hope that answers your question. What resources did you learn to use your... What resources did you use to learn your instruments? My architectural ruler, my teachers, and YouTube. I am dead serious. And listening a lot to a lot of music. And the thing is, I don't listen to a lot of music. I should. I really should, but I don't. And it's a problem. But I'm going to start trying to listen to a lot more music, because it's a problem with anyway. What camera did you use to filming this? What camera did you use to film this? It's excellent. I used a Canon EOS Rebel T7. I bought it on Amazon for about $350, and I used a 50mm 1.4 lens. So yeah, hope that answers the question. How are classes at Berklee? I don't go there yet. I mean, I'm here, I'm in my dorm room, but classes haven't started yet, so I don't know how classes are. But when I start classes, I will be sure to update you. Do you dorm at Berklee? Now I do. It's kind of cold and, cloudy outside, but it's life, yeah. What should I answer that question already? How can I get a chance to go to Berklee because they said my GPA doesn't meet their requirements, and also to get a scholarship? I'm gonna skip that question because I don't know. Okay. Okay, nice. It's a rocking chair. I'm not used to rocking chairs. Anyways, now this is a hard question for me to answer because I don't go to Berklee. I've never gone to Berklee. I'm not on the staff at Berklee. I don't know how Berklee works. I'm literally in the same situation as you. So I would say just keep trying and try to bring up your grades as much as you can, and then I guess you'll have a better shot at it. I'm really not the person you should talk to, so I can, like, if you hit me in the DMs, Joe Davis Music on Instagram, I can refer you to people that I know that may be able to help you, but I'm not really qualified to answer that kind of question, so I apologize, but I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. How are you so cool? What? As you can see, I'm not. What's your favorite food? It's between fried plantain, jerk chicken, yeah. I'm 35 years old, settled with a good paying job. I play guitar. Can I live off with a music with I think that's with? Can I live off of a music career after studying at Berklee? Yes. So I think so. My plan after Berklee is to definitely pursue music as a professional career. Follow the Garden JA, not you specifically, but just in general. Follow the Garden JA because that's like a business that me and my friend Christian, that you've seen if you've watched the full takeover. He and I have this thing called the Garden JA, and we're basically doing stuff with that, and that's what we're hoping to be able to, you know, push and make into a bigger thing that's going to help impact more people on a larger scale. In short, the answer is yes, you can live off of or with a music career after studying at Berklee. I know that it's kind of hard to get all of your text in, but I think I get the gist of what you're saying. But yes, if you want to come to Berklee, you can, and you can definitely do music as a career after coming, and you know, yeah. Do you feel you have improved a lot as a musician since you started at Berklee? Well, considering I start next week, pass. Who's your best friend who's also cool and talented? There's one right answer. Well, judging by the fact that my friend Oriana sent this, I'm gonna go with you. I don't want to die. So, hi, not a question, but I think your vibe is awesome and your music too. Thank you, Rebecca. And I did meet you, so you're a cool person as well. Who are your biggest inspirations and why? Stevie Wonder because he's Stevie Wonder. Jacob Collier because harmonies. Herbie Hancock because piano. Bill Evans because piano. Masego because style. George Duke because George Duke, hello. Yeah, so that's the answer to that question. How do you edit videos on the phone? Any tips? Oh, goodness me. Okay. I didn't actually think that Lilia could actually help. Okay, so I don't edit my videos on my phone. I edit using either Premiere Pro, Adobe After Effects, Adobe Animate, or Final Cut Pro, right? And I'm starting to get into Avid Media Composer. However, to edit videos on your phone, I've seen my sister do a couple of edits because she's a huge Billie Eilish fan and like one of them super fan people. And so she's done a bunch of edits back in the past, and she edits on her phone. And the software that she uses is called Alight Motion, I believe. I can confirm with her. But yeah, so I don't know how to use that. I have one. There's an app called CapCut. CAPCUT. I'm just getting word from my live audience that there is another app called CapCut that you may be able to use as a editing software. So Alight Motion and CapCut. I can give you my live audience members' Instagram if you want to ask any questions. So yeah, hope that answers your question. How did you make it to Berklee? What's the most difficult part? Good question. Very good question. Trusting the process. That took me a while to come up with, but trusting the process is definitely the most difficult part, and having patience, because you don't get your results as soon as you do your interview and your audition. The audition and interview, if you prepare yourself, you'll be sorted for those. But the waiting game is definitely the hardest part, because you're just there on edge. You don't know if you're in, you don't know if you're out. I was told I was going to get my results January 31st. I got my results like mid-December. So I was like pleasantly surprised when I got an email saying that my results are through. But trust the process, just keep waiting, and then hopefully you'll get some good news in the mail. So, hope that answers your question. That was a good answer. That was a good answer. Alright, From where do you pick inspiration for your songs? Sweet God, literally everywhere. So, okay, I don't want to expose myself, but I think I'm gonna have to. If you don't follow my YouTube account, Joe Davis Entertainment, this is on there, but if you do, this may seem familiar. But I did a video reacting to some of the old songs that I did back in the day, like 2014, 11-year-old Joe Davis, singing into Windows Live Movie Maker with my internal microphone on my computer with a blanket over my head in Jamaica in my room with the lights off, which didn't make a difference. But it was those songs were bad. But the thing is, the inspiration for them like came from stuff like Barbara Streisand, and you know what was missing, you Veggie Tales. So you have a very, very wide range of inspiration. So I take inspiration from like D'Angelo, J Dilla, you have Jacob Collier, Masego, Stevie Wonder, Veggie Tales, Barbara Streisand, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill. You know, like you have a lot of artists that like I look up to and stuff like that. So it's just listen to a lot of stuff and then I get inspiration from that. Although I still don't listen to a lot of stuff, and that's a problem. But I'm working on it, so we move. Anyways, hope that answers the question. Can I do a master's without a Berklee undergraduate degree? I literally have no idea. I just shoot me a DM, I'll refer you to whoever. So yeah. Hi Joe, if you see this, I'm so proud of you, bro. Respect. Yo, Lewis, you are the man. Appreciate you, bro. Can we be friends? I don't see your profile picture, so I'm frightened, but sure. I don't know what I just did. Anyway, what are the skills that you feel are needed to join Berklee? I mean, it depends on what you're coming for. If you're coming for like piano or something, I guess just like know your scales and stuff. Know, like, be proficient enough on the instrument that you're coming in to know to be able to like set yourself apart from other people. And then in terms of the interview, just like sell yourself. Literally, listen. I'm not used to rocking chairs. I am a person who literally like, I absolutely hate to big myself up to people. It just feels so egotistical and I absolutely hate it. But I had to put all of that hatred aside, and trust me, it was hard. But I had to put all of that hatred aside and just think, okay, what would be best for me for this entrance? And so I decided, all right, I'm gonna put all of that to the back of my head and I'm just gonna completely just 100% sell myself. And that's what I did. I prepared for the interview, and it was good. And yeah, so I guess just know how to sell yourself and then you'll be good. So hope that answers your question. How hard is it to pay it as an international student? This is a very, very tricky road, and I know everybody's situation is different and it's hard for me to be able to like judge based on like my situation, but I guess just try to wow them as much as you can at your interview and audition, so hopefully you can get a full ride. And as everybody knows, this isn't like I'm not trashing Berklee or anything, this is common known fact. Berklee is expensive and we all know this. If you're following me or the Berklee account, you know that Berklee is expensive. So however you need to find the means, like a GoFundMe, like setting up donations, Patreon, anything that you can find to be able to like get the funds that you need after you find out how much you're getting for a scholarship, just do that. Apply for different scholarships around, you know, try to find international scholarships here and there. That's what we tried to do for me when I was coming. And yeah, so I hope that answers your question as much as I can without giving too much judgment. But yeah, how can you get good at music? Practice. What's the best lesson / advice you've received at Berklee? Practice. How did you begin your music journey? Practice. Now, okay, so when I was around the age of 5 or 6, my godmother bought me a keyboard. It was only around 37 keys in length, but it was enough for me to realize that I had a true passion for piano and music in general. Yeah. What instrument was the hardest to learn? I just looked to my side and I see your skin in your teeth. What instrument was the hardest to learn? Oh, good question. It depends on what you call a learned instrument, or what you consider to be, I have learned this instrument. So I would probably have to say trumpet, because I don't like the feeling of having to like press your lips together and force air out of it, which causes the vibration thing. I hate that feeling, which is probably why I haven't played trumpet or euphonium in a number of years. I would say trumpet, and then like switching to euphonium was a lot better because the mouthpiece is bigger, but trumpet was definitely a challenge. But yeah, teach me something. Alright, Richie, don't kill me for using a keyboard. This is just for the skit, but All right, I'll teach you something. All right. That was C, D, E flat, F, D, B flat, C. Everybody who follows me who is a jazz musician is probably going to dislike this video now, but I don't care, frankly. How are you this epic? Ouch. Ah, my finger's stuck. Hold on. Hope that answers the question. Are you a self-taught multi-instrumentalist? Indeed, I am. What instrument are you best at? Some would argue bass, but I think piano. Who's your Berklee crush? I am a C. I am a CH. I am a CHRASTIAN. Amen. I am C. What you say? Huh? Answer the question. I am a C. Production quality 10,000. Hey! Appreciate you. Favorite bass player and favorite bass you like / own. Bass player, John Patitucci, Victor Wooten. Get out of here. And K-Bass, excuse me. Bobby Lewis, get out of. Chef, move. You know, it's boy. Yo, listen, Joseph Gibson, Joel Douay. I think that's how you spell. Don't kill me. And Jonathan Pearson, listen, y'all are I know a lot of bass people, blimey. But yes, I love bass. And the bass that I have is a Ibanez SR375M. It's this absolute beauty. So hope that answers the question. I think that's it. Is that it for real? I'll say less. Well, I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. It has been a pleasure talking with you. And yeah, life is a cactus.